Grey Zone Warfare was a game that I was really excited to play. However, like some of us, I much prefer using a controller than mouse and keyboard. Sadly with Grey Zone Warfare, this is not the case. Well, not just yet anyway. So as with everything else here on the channel, I decided to create a controller setup using ReWASD, my favourite tool to use when it comes to non-supported controller titles. Now what I'll do is I'll leave a link below for you to show how to set up ReWASD and then how to input my config file that you see here in the video. However, before I continue, there's no free version anymore of ReWASD, and they've now moved to a subscription based model with different plans to pick from. Now they still do a 7-day trial, so for anyone that's interested, I'll drop a link below for you to check it out. Anyway, on to the video. So on today's video, I'm going to show you what setup I use when playing Grey Zone Warfare on the controller and with the help of using ReWASD. So first of all, we have the movement, which is just the usual fare with the left and right sticks. While clicking the left stick makes you run, and clicking in the right stick will have you walk at a steadier pace. Then you have your A button, which is for jump and climbing. And we use B, which is also crouch, and then holding B, which allows you to go prone. And then with the press of the Y button, this is how you interact with items, or if you want to loot or open doors while you're outside in the jungle. Now when it comes to the weapons, your main weapon is on the left on the D-pad, and your pistol is right on the D-pad. And then you have your trusty melee weapon or your knife up on the D-pad. Now also while you're aiming, if you click on the left stick or you click the right stick, this is how you lean left and right. With your main weapon in your hand, hitting down on the D-pad switches fire modes, and this chooses between single fire and full automatic. Now if you need to reload your gun, you just have to tap X and then hold X, which checks the mag and shows you how many rounds are left inside the magazine. Also aiming down your sights, you can press the Y button, and what that does is a switch between your scope or your can sights. Also if your main weapon or if you pick up a gun that has a scope that has a variable zoom on it, you will be able to zoom in and out by pressing up and down on the D-pad while you're aiming through the scope. Now when you want to use a laser pointer or a flashlight or grenades or so on, you will need to hold the LB button, and while you're holding the LB button, tapping Y will actually turn on and off your flashlight or laser point, but this depends on which attachment you actually have set up on your weapon. Now as you can see from the video, I have mine set up with a laser on my M4 and a flashlight on my pistol. Also if you have night vision goggles attached to your helmet, holding LB and then holding Y will actually activate your night vision goggles, and then to deactivate them you just hold Y again. While holding LB you can also tap the X button, and that actually equips your grenades, or if you tap left on the D-pad, that brings up your bandages or your painkillers, whichever you have selected. While tapping right on the D-pad, that will take out your energy bar or whatever provision you have selected. If you kind of want to change what you have selected while holding LB, if you hold the D-pad left or hold it right, it'll actually bring up a quick access menu. Then you can just use the D-pad up or down and just allow you to select which item you want. And then you have to confirm it by tapping the Y button. To bring up your inventory and have a look at your stash while you're at your base, or if it's just your inventory while you're out in the jungle, all you have to do is just tap the start button. And then to close it, you just quickly tap the start button again. In the game, for those who played it, we actually get two kind of versions of the map. One is the mini map, and to bring this up, you just tap the back button, and you can do this while you're running around the jungle. And then to actually bring up the bigger part of the map, you hold the back button, and this kind of gives you the overall in-game map. And then to exit out of them, you do the same, you just hold the start button. And finally, if you like to chat to other gamers that are close by, for the proximity chat, you just hold RB and that activates the mic. So if there's anything I may have missed, or you think that I could add to the actual layout, just give us a shout in the comments below. And if you've made it this far, I just want to say thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers.
Every step could be my end. A hostile jungle, no room to bend. I trust no one, they all pretend. Grey Zone Warfare, take my